hit record now. Fantastic. And welcome everyone to our Varoma special. We are going Thai tonight. I'm not sure about you guys, but for those of us in the southern states, we are freezing our butts off, and it's nice to have something a little bit warm to warm the cockles of our heart. And what better than Thai to do that? So now I have got Carolyn assisting me tonight.
Hi.
Beautiful Carolyn.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
What did you have for dinner tonight?
Well, I didn't actually get to have lunch, so I had some chicken and salad at about 4 o'clock. So I actually haven't had dinner. So it was a very quick lunch for me this afternoon. Well, it's all getting ready.
I've got a feeling you'll be having dessert for dinner somehow.
I think I might be having dessert for dinner. Yes.
All right. And we are also meant to be having beautiful Lauren Fleming joining us tonight, and she was going to be presenting the Thai dish. But unfortunately for Lauren, being a mum of young children, has come down with some not so pleasant germs. And I'm going to have to step in and do some work for a change. Isn't that a shame? So I will be making the Thai dish tonight, and I found out at about 5:30 thereabouts, and I don't have all the ingredients. So we're going to wing it, and we're going to use our imagination a little bit and pretend that I've got ingredients that I don't. Everyone okay with that?
It's a great way to be, Tess. This is how we can outlive it when we have a thermi, and you can just get yourself out of trouble really quickly.
That's it. That's it. Okay, well, I might just, because I'm going to be doing the talking at the first point, Carolyn, if you could keep an eye on the chat and answer any questions. Uber Eats tonight. Woohoo. And keep letting people in. That would be fantastic. Yep. No problem. Brilliant. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, I am Tess Murray, and I'm a team leader here with Thermomix. I have been doing this for approximately, in a week's time, I think it is, 9 years. I joined the business to earn my Thermomix, and that was it. Then I was going back to my day job in HR, and just never quite made it back there, funnily enough. Here I am all this time later, and I'm a team leader and absolutely love the girls I work with. We have so much fun, don't we, Carolyn? We do. She said we do. I was lip reading there, but you were on mute. Does anyone have any questions before we kick off? What are you hoping to get out of tonight? Usually the answer I get to that question is inspiration. Perhaps you haven't made this dish before. These dishes that we're making tonight, all of them can be made. They can be made in any model. You always just need to keep an eye on the max line, whether you've got a TM31, a TM5 or a TM6. And tell your friends, these cooking classes are not just for new people, just for people who've got TM6s. These classes are for everyone. Whether that be that you're trying to ascertain whether or not a Thermomix is for you, whether you've got an old machine, it doesn't matter. Everybody is welcome. And as I said, we've selected dishes that can be made in any model of your Thermomix. We will from time to time maybe talk about what the TM6 can do, because obviously that's the only one we can sell now. I'll just let somebody in. Beautiful. What's happened to my screen?
Sorry, I was clicking then. It took a minute to react. Sorry, Tess.
That's all right. No dramas at all. All right. So were there any questions?
No, we've just got someone saying that they want to learn how to use their Varoma more.
Fantastic. And not be scared to use the Varoma.
Not be scared to use the Varoma, yep.
Thank you, Sue. Yes, we do hear that quite a lot, that people will fall in love with their Thermomix and say that they're using it heaps and whatnot. But then when we ask them, well, what have you been making in your Varoma? They put their head in their hands and fess up that the Varoma is still in the box in the cupboard. So have we got anyone who's not using their Varoma, is a little bit scared of it on tonight? And no judgment. I did see a hand go up.
I know that I've got someone on that doesn't use it a lot.
Yeah. So
Yep,
we're
got a hand up. Yep, got a couple of hands up.
fantastic. Thank you for being brave. I have to admit, at first I didn't use my Varoma either. I was just so in love with churning various things out in my Thermomix that I didn't really get around to it. But then when I did, having a family of 5, boy, it really does enable you to bulk up your meals and make so much more. All right, so the premise of tonight was a Thai theme, and we are going to talk about making coconut milk. Now, as I said, Lauren was meant to be preparing this, and I have not made the coconut milk, but I do have a really good video to show you, and it's just 2 minutes, so it's not going to take up a lot of time. So bear with me, and I'm just going to share my screen. Oh, Paulie, you're still very new to your Thermomix, so don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, share the sound, that would be handy. And here we go. Carolyn, are you able to spotlight my screen that's got the YouTube on?
Maybe. Let me see.
If not, I can.
I've just got to work out how I do it, that's all.
Click on the 3 dots to the right of my little window, my Brady Bunch window, and put spotlight on.
Record apps. Background. I'm not seeing.
That's okay.
Oh, hang on. Maybe this one. No, I'm not seeing spotlight.
It's all good. Spotlight for everyone. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to share my screen, and you should be on gallery view, and then you should just have the one screen.
Okay.
Here we go. This is Sophia from Sophia's Kitchen, and she's going to show us how to make coconut milk. Can you hear her?
No.
No. Well, that's not good. Okay.
Hello, lovelies. I'm going to make something really quick for you. It's one of my
All good.
tips for you for your Thermomix.
Can you hear that?
I'm going to make
Yes,
some
we
coconut
can.
milk. So you don't have to buy coconut milk in the stores anymore. It's really easy to make it at home because you have a Thermomix. So let's get right to it. I'll show you how it's done. So I start by just adding my coconut. I've got desiccated coconut, unsweetened desiccated coconut. You can also use coconut, shredded coconut, or coconut flakes, totally up to you. Just make sure you don't use anything that's already been baked or toasted, because that's not going to give you the results that you need. And I'm just going to pop this on, speed 10, to make it a little bit smaller. So it's been about 20 seconds, and this is what it looks like now. It's just a little bit smaller, it's just a bit finer, and you want to make sure you do that, because if you don't make it fine, you will end up with gritty coconut milk. And who wants gritty coconut milk? So all you have to do now is add in some water. Just chuck it all in. Just has to be cold tap water, is all you need. Chuck it all in. It's a bit like making your own nut milk, really easy and really simple. And then you pop it on speed 10 until it's done. So now that it's all mixed up, all I have to do is pop my simmering basket inside a big bowl that's enough to basically take all of my coconut milk. And I'm going to put a nut milk bag or a muslin into that simmering basket, and then just chuck it all in, pour it in, and then you just let it strain. Once it's all done and you have worked your arms really well with the straining, you're going to have some pulp left over, and you can use this pulp in any lovely recipes like energy balls, and they're really tasty, so don't chuck that. And this is what you get as your nut milk. So that's coconut milk, and it's really tasty. The fresher the coconut, the more creamy and smooth your coconut milk will be, so try and get something that's really nice and fresh. That's going to be really tasty.
Did you know that? Bear with me. We don't need you. Anyway. Okay, so that's how easy it is to make coconut milk in your Thermomix. Can you believe it? It's 2 ingredients. So super easy. And it's the same with almond milk and oat milk and soy milk, whatever sort of milk you need to make.
Cashew milk's another really easy one. I do coconut milk all the time, and it's just, yeah, so easy.
I might get you to just talk about that for a second while I get my next step. So tell us about your almond milk.
Sure. So I've made, most recently, I have made almond milk, which was just purely almonds, water. The sweetness came from some I can never say them properly, the Majol dates. And it was like probably 5 minutes, and I use almond milk all the time. The other one that I'm really trying to probably steer towards a little bit more than the almond milk now is also cashew milk. And again, super easy. You've got your raw cashews, your water, and then your sweetness again comes from either natural honey or from dates, something like that. So I really like it. I also do coconut cream, so that's just it's very similar ingredients to the coconut milk, but just a bit of a longer process where you actually cook it as well, so it thickens up a little bit. But making my own milks is one of my favourite things because it's really quick, but they taste delicious. And I find that the almond milk has that perfect sweetness. For those of you that use almond milk a lot, you would, you know, that you can really tell some of them have got a lot of sugar and stuff in it because of the sweetness, whereas this one, this one has got the sweetness, but it's got the sweetness from the dates. And if you wanted to, you could just reduce the number of dates you put in if it was a little bit too sweet. So nut milks for me are something that I whip up all the time, and super quick and easy. We can't hear you, Tess, you're on mute. Maureen, I need to have the one that I did is not on Cookie Do, but I think there is a coconut cream recipe on there. But certainly, I have got one that I can put in this chat afterwards. Or I can do that. I'll pop it into the chat at the end of this session.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Oh, thank goodness. Technology. I'm trying to make it so that we've got the screens happening well for you.
Poor Tess has been thrown under the pump this afternoon, so we're bearing with you, Tess. It's all good.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Carolyn. Okay, so I'm going to spotlight. Just feel free to interrupt me, Carolyn, if there's anything in the chat box.
Yeah, no, we just had a few people commenting on the fact that they love the milk idea, and that I'll get that coconut cream recipe into the chat
awesome.
At the end of this.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so you can see me and you can see my Thermomix. Oh, and you can see something in the corner there. I wonder what that might be.
What might that be, Tess?
Whoa! Sparkling black Thermomix.
Wow.
Available in Australia yet to purchase. So basically what we're planning on doing is chatting to those who want to stick around after the class. And if you want to know how you can get your hands on a black Thermomix, stick around for the business information session, because at the moment the only way you can get one is to earn it as a consultant. So if you have any curiosity at all about joining the business, now's the time to do it, definitely. All right, but more on that later. I'll give you a better look at it too. All right, so here we have my cookie dough screen, and I'm hoping you can see it fairly well. Yes, you can. Now, tell me, everyone, if your Thermomix doesn't say hello to you by name, that means you've not set your preferences up. So I want you to have a look at your Thermomix, or even on your cookie dough. It should say, hello, Anne, hello, Jeanette, hello, Christine. Obviously, a TM31 is not going to do that, but yeah, then you know you've set your preferences up, and Cookie Dough will suggest various recipes based on what sort of food you like to cook. So it's really cool. Now, later in the month, I think it's the 29th, which is on Monday night, so in 2 weeks' time, I'll be doing a Cookie Dough special. So if you want to learn more about Cookie Dough, that will be on the, you'll be able to book into that probably from tomorrow. All right, so I have told, for those of you who don't know what Cookie Dough is, it is an online.
Paula's just telling me she's got hers set up that it recognises both her and her husband, because they're both got their own account, so that's great.
Oh, that's fantastic, brilliant, love it.
We've still got more people joining, so welcome everyone. That I am letting people in as they come, so welcome.
Welcome everyone. All you've missed so far is us making the, we watched a recording of the coconut milk. Unfortunately, beautiful Lauren has taken sick this evening, so you're stuck with me presenting the main dish, and we're about to get stuck into it. All right, so here we go. We have already told Cookie Dough, that's what I was going to do, is tell you that it's our online recipe platform, and that's where we get all our recipes from for Cookie Dough. Do we have any non-owners on tonight? Just pop in the chat. That would be really great. And while we're at it,
I've seen a couple of mine, of my
beautiful
jump on, so I know there are a couple.
Fantastic, and welcome. And if you don't mind popping in the chat as well, what model you've got, whether it's a TM21, 31, 5 or 6, we'd love to hear. Okay, so I have told Cookie Dough, which is an app, what we're going to be making today. So if I go into my week, there are the 3 recipes, and I will pop these in the chat a little later, maybe when Carolyn's presenting, so that you can have them at the ready. All right, so here we go. We are making the Thai peanut chicken with coconut rice. This is one of my favorite recipes. It is absolutely delicious. Mine is not going to quite look the same as that because I don't have all the ingredients, but anyway, we will make do. So start cooking. So first of all, we make our peanut sauce. Okay, and
you might just want to I don't know if it's just me, but I can only see a part of your screen. So just maybe.
Are you on gallery view?
Yes.
All right.
How about I've got it now. It's all good. Yep, you're good.
Okay, awesome. Hopefully everyone else is good too. Great, thanks, Paula. All right, yep, so perfect. I've already made this. Three garlic cloves have gone in, just to sort of speed it up for you so you're not on Zoom all night. And then 30 grams of fresh root ginger, peeled, 40 grams of olive oil, and then you put the lid on, you chop that for 3 seconds, scrape down the sides and chop for another 3 seconds. And then you scrape down the bowl and you add your simmering basket on top, and you're going to cook that off now. Okay, and we cooked that for 2 minutes at 120 degrees, speed 1. So if I hadn't already made this, I would turn the dial now to speed 1 and it would cook. But we're already a step ahead. Oh, thank you, Sue. Appreciate that. Okay, so then we go next and we add in 400 grams of our coconut milk. Now, the recipe I'm going to put in the comments for the coconut milk makes enough for the whole dish. Okay, because you use two cans of coconut milk and it makes enough for the whole dish. So our coconut milk, 160 grams of peanut butter, and of course you can make peanut butter in the Thermomix.
I was just going to say, did you make your own? Yes.
I didn't this time because I wasn't prepared.
That's another thing that I make a lot of.
80 grams of light soy sauce. 80 grams of orange juice, and 80 grams of dark brown sugar. Now, of course, you can adjust these. If that's too much sugar for you, you know, halve it or leave it out. It's up to you. 10 grams of sesame oil, some sriracha sauce. I just use sweet chili sauce because I need it to be kid friendly. Again, put your simmering basket on and you cook all of that for 5 minutes. Okay, then you transfer that into a jar and you have your peanut sauce. Let's see it. Yeah, you can't see that. So that's my peanut sauce ready for a bit later on. Then we're going to move into, we're going to rinse the mixing bowl. We're adding 600 grams of water, 400 grams of coconut milk into the jug. And then we're going to add this simmering basket in and weigh in 350 grams of basmati rice. I've used jasmine rice because I just prefer it. It's up to you. And I didn't have any basmati. 20 grams of desiccated coconut, just to help with the coconut flavour. And then pop your lid on and we are going to mix that for 10 seconds on speed 5. So we're basically washing the rice in your bowl now with that water, coconut, and the desiccated coconut, sorry, the coconut milk. So we're getting the flavour through all the rice before it's even cooked. Do we all love coconut rice? I do.
I do.
Yeah. And we're going to place the Varoma into position, which you can see here. This is the Varoma, the thing that you might have in a box somewhere. And then you pop your chicken in there. All right. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we're 600 grams of chicken. It's meant to be thigh. I didn't have thigh, so I've gone with breast. Generally speaking, it's a good idea to listen to what the recipes suggest. It's possible that this may shred a little bit because breast shreds much more easier than what thigh does. But we will deal with it because breast is all I had tonight. And then we are going to arrange the chicken in the Varoma dish, making sure that there are some holes for the steam to get through to cook the chicken. And then that's going to cook for 20 minutes. And that's where we're up to now. Okay, so now we're going to take over and start the next part of the recipe, which is set the Varoma aside. So a great tip with your Varoma is to open it up and flip the lid and use that as a tray so you don't get your bench all dirty. And there's our chicken in there. It's partially cooked but not fully cooked yet. And our next step is to use our spatula, and you'll see we've got this little hook on the spatula.
I've got mine here. You can actually place them because I can't see yours, but that is mine there with the little hook that you actually catch the basket and lift it out. Yep.
Like so. Beautiful. And we are going to take that out. So that's our coconut rice. I'm going to get a thermoserver. And this saves you burning your hands. And there's our beautiful coconut rice cooked.
Can anyone see the coconut rice?
Pretty sure I had it spotlighted.
Yes, perfect. Great. Great. Perfect. Just checking.
Yeah, it is spotlighted.
Yeah, no, just checking. That's all full.
Beautiful. Good-o. Okay, so that's our coconut rice, all ready to go, which we love. All in one cooking, less dishes. So I'm going to pop that aside now. And then we are going to, I can't read it properly, remove aroma and stir chicken through to ensure even cooking. Okay, so I am going to just give the chicken a bit of a stir. It's mostly cooked, but of course, we do not want to serve raw chicken. Not a good idea. So I've given that a bit of a stir and redistributed it in the Varoma. And it's ready to go again. So I'm going to pop the lid back on, pop the Varoma into position. And this is where, if I had all the ingredients, we would add in sweet corn, baby sweet corn, and cover the Varoma. So that would have gone in what's called our Varoma tray. Okay, so with that Varoma tray, that's where we tend to put our vegetables that don't need as long to cook. Okay, so things like sugar snap peas, corn, mushrooms, asparagus, broccolini, that sort of thing that don't need as long to cook as other vegetables do. And you tend to put your bigger vegetables down the bottom of the Varoma. But I don't have sweet corn, so this will be our dinner tomorrow night. So I'll just heat up some peas and corns and add it into it then. Okay, and then we're going to cook for another 5 minutes on Varoma temperature, which basically is the hottest temperature your TM5 or TM31 will go to. Of course, the TM6 does go up to 160 degrees, but that has to be accessed via the high heat function. And you need to use your splatter guard for that mode as well. All right, so while that's cooking for 5 minutes, well, I'm going to hand over to Carolyn now, and she is going to make some beautiful banana ice cream.
Yes, thanks, Tess. So I'm assuming that you will spotlight me because I am not.
I will.
Seeing that button. Not that I particularly want to be in the spotlight, but you know, anyway.
Oh, we need to see you, honey.
All right. So hi everyone. Hopefully we're either staying warm or in somewhere that is nice and warm. And so tonight we're making banana ice cream with salted caramel sauce, and my husband is super excited that I'm in here doing this, and he's going to be waiting for dessert. So again, what I love about Cookie Dough is it's so easy. You're just simply following the bouncing ball. So we will, as Tess did earlier, hopefully you can all see my machine. So I've got the recipe selected. Now I'm actually going to do the ice cream, and then I'll come back and do the sauce a little bit later. So I'm just going to skip through till we get to the bits that ask for the ice cream. And that is there. Okay, so right, so this is a really great ice cream for anyone online that's got kids. Banana ice cream, you know, I think as a child myself, banana anything was my go-to. Banana ice cream, banana paddle pop was my favourite ice cream, and I still must admit I do like one. This is the perfect ice cream you can whip up if you've got those bananas that we all tend to have on the fruit bowl that go a little bit brown. We don't know what we're going to do with them. It's either banana bread or banana ice cream or a smoothie. So this is a good alternative, particularly great for those of us that if you've got young people around and they're wanting ice cream. So 5 to 6 frozen bananas. Now I've got my bananas are all in a bowl here, so I've already chopped them up, and I'm just going to pop them straight to my mixing bowl. That. Right, so this is, I'm going to put my measuring cup on. So now I'm going to use my spatula for a different purpose, and I'm actually going to use that to mix the bananas as we start to chop them up. So next 30 seconds. So bear with me as we do this. Mixing it around.
I'm just posting the recipes now in the chat if you're wanting the recipes.
Okay. So that just keeps it from sticking. Just for those that wonder, no, the blade doesn't get caught in the blade because it actually doesn't go that far. And now I have my ice cream is still very frozen, but I'll just take it off, and you can see that we actually have like a nice consistent ice cream there. So I'm going to pop that in now, pop that in a bowl and put that in the freezer. Keep that for when we're ready to do the sauce, and I'll hand back over to Tess.
Wow, thank you. I've still got 47 seconds to go.
Excellent.
I might just sing a song. No, I won't do that to you. I will spare you the pain of that. Just looking to my other screen. There it is. Okay, fantastic. So, as you can see, I've now got 22 seconds to go. So has anyone made this recipe before?
No,
any of these recipes?
This is one I haven't done, Tess, but I'm definitely going to be making this soon. This sounds delicious.
Having known your palate now by watching your page, Carolyn, yes, you will very much like it. It's one of my favourites, and I've done it at workshops, in-person workshops as well, and it just gets rave reviews. Okay, so Fermi's telling me the next step's ready. So I hit next, and it's asking me to set the Varoma aside again. And that chicken is looking cooked, but we're still going to cook it some more. Next, empty the mixing bowl. Bear with me. Just gave that a bit of a rinse. And now we're going to add the reserved peanut sauce back into the bowl. And that has thickened beautifully. And we're often asked what sort of extras people should get when they get a Thermomix. And, you know, of course, the Thermomix comes with everything you need to get going. But if you're wanting to add to your collection of bits and pieces, these are a great addition. They are called long-handled spatula. And perhaps Sue could put the mix shop link in if she's not busy. That would be awesome. And also these beautiful jugs. They're like the thermo servers. So they keep whatever's in them hot or cold. So they're great for things like gravy, all sorts of things. Custard. Mind you, whenever I make custard, it's a whopping big batch. Okay, so the peanut sauce has gone back in. Now we're putting the chicken in there as well. And hopefully it doesn't shred too much. I could put the blade cover in if I was really worried, but I'm not that worried. Blade cover is another attachment that you might like to get down the track. Oh, that looks so good. All right. And then we're adding the sweet corn that I don't have. And the sugar snap peas that I don't have. And we are going to pop the simmering basket on top. And this is going to cook now for 10 minutes on reverse mode. So we're using the blunt side of the blade. And it knows to do that because it's following the cookie dough recipe, which is awesome. Thank you, Sue. You're a legend. Sue's one of my fellow team leaders. Jumped on to help me out. She's godsend. Thank you, Sue. So glad you're here. Yeah, so that's going to cook for 10 minutes now, which is perfect timing to cross over to Carolyn if she is ready to make our beautiful salted caramel sauce. And can I just say, this is to die for. And that's another great thing for those jugs too, is like salted caramel sauce that you need to keep warm. And you just pour it warm over your ice cream. Delicious.
Perfect.
Okay.
So let me just pop my jug that I've just cleaned into place. So really simple for this, we just can go back. So that's a really good thing with cookie dough and with the instructions is that if you do want to do one part of the recipe first, you can simply just keep getting there, get to that point, and then when you're ready, you can go back. So in this instance, the ice cream's in the freezer, and now we're going to do this really great salted caramel sauce. So I'm going to go to the beginning. So just before, where did I put my, there we go. Grabbing my bits here so that they stay nice and cold. So we've got the, okay, we've got the 65 grams of unsalted butter, putting that straight in. A little bit short, but we'll keep going with that.
She'll be right.
That's it. That's it. Okay, so dark brown sugar. Now, this is one of my little staple tips that I'm going to throw in here. So this afternoon, I didn't have dark brown sugar. I didn't want to go and buy dark brown sugar because I knew that I could make it. So for those of you that have been at demos with me, you'll know that I'll often talk about how we can reduce the number of things we need to buy from the supermarket and we can make our own. So this afternoon, I made some dark brown sugar, looks and smells divine, and that is simply using milling white sugar and some molasses. So I did that quickly this afternoon, whipped that up, so I've got some more in the cupboard as well.
That would be a massive cost saving too, I imagine.
Absolutely. Okay, next. Okay. Double cream. So this is not, this is certainly not the healthy version of an ice cream, but we are.
It's better on your hips than mine, Carolyn.
I don't know about that, Tess. I don't know about that. Anyway, we will see next. Okay. All right. So I've got the sea salt now. It says a quarter of a teaspoon of fine sea salt, or if you want to have that little bit salty, which I quite like, which I think sort of breaks down the sweetness of the ice cream and the brown sugar. I've got slightly over and put a little bit of extra in. So probably just on half a teaspoon there. And then it's telling us without the measuring cup. One of the things I love with this, and I was talking about this at a demo I did on Saturday, if you're really not 100% sure of what the machine is actually asking you to do, you've also got the visuals and the graphics. So really good for teaching our young kids and grandkids how to cook. As I said, I did a demo on Saturday afternoon, and one of our guests, her 13-year-old daughter, was pretty much cooked everything that was on offer, and she was absolute whiz at it. So, and she was just able to follow the bouncing ball again. So really easy using, but you've got that visual as well. So measuring cup is off, and we go next. And we are going to go, we're going to cook this on Varoma temperature. So we've got the lid off for the steam to come out at 6.5 minutes, and it's going round to speed 2. So are you wanting me to mute, Tess, and you going to jump in now while that's cooking, or something
I've
else?
still got, how long is it going for?
6.5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yes. But I've still got 5 minutes. So what I might do is chat a little bit about hosting demonstration.
Just so that my machine doesn't drown you out. I can jump in if you need me to.
Yeah, we'll jump in if when it's done. Fantastic. We're just going to talk a little bit about host rewards. And did you know that you can host a demonstration as many times as you like? You are rewarded because you have introducing new people and new business to your consultant. So as a reward, you are given a host incentive. And we've got lots of really great host incentives on offer. And some of them we will be using tonight. Grab my spotlight. So one is the oval thermo server. Now you can't get it in black, you can only get it in stainless steel now. This is worth, I think it's $195. If you host a demonstration and no one at your demonstration purchases a Thermomix within 14 days, you can still order this for $50, which is a massive saving. It's pretty unreal.
I love my thermo servers. They are the best.
They are the best. So what is a thermo server? It's a double insulated stainless steel dish that keeps your food hot or cold for 2 hours. It takes on the temperature of whatever you put in there. They are fantastic. So if you've already got the round thermo server, which I can't get my hands on right at the moment, it's 2.6 litre capacity. This one is 2.5 litre capacity. This one, the food looks prettier in because you can see more of it. But the 2.6 litre round version actually keeps the food hotter for longer because of the density of the dish. I think Carolyn's off to get her round one. Then you can also get a white one, which is 2.2 litres, and this is great for making yogurt in little glass jars. Fantastic. So that's my favourite. And again, if you hosted a demonstration and if one of your guests does purchase within 14 days of that demonstration, you will get any one of these host incentives for free. Winning. At the moment, we've got an even better deal. It's like, let's throw the steak knives in. At the moment, if somebody purchases at your demonstration within 14 days, you can actually unlock a second bowl, blade and lid set worth around about $375 for the special price of $99. But that is a tier 2 host incentive, and it's only on offer if somebody purchases from your demonstration. If they don't, then all the other host rewards are open to you at a heavily discounted price. Now, another one of our host rewards is this little Easy Watts that you heard me talk about before. It's a blade cover peeler. Love it, love it, love it. You can earn it as a host reward. So this is what I mean. Just have multiple demos, invite different people each time. Your consultant will love you, and you'll get all these little free gifts along the way. And you'll learn lots too. So hosting a demonstration is not just about when you're considering purchasing one. It's also a great way to consolidate your knowledge of your Thermomix and really get to know it a lot better. For example, hosting a demonstration that incorporates the Varoma is a great way to sort of get you more comfortable with using your Varoma. Yeah. The blade cover peeler, it peels your potatoes. It peels your root vegetables in 4 minutes. It's a winner. It also helps you sous vide twice the quantity. So if you're using sous vide bags in your Thermomix, you don't need to put them in the simmering basket. You can put them directly over the blade cover peeler, and you can fit 4 bags in instead of 2. The other thing it's great for is what I was talking about before. I could have put this in before I put my chicken in, and it would have protected the chicken from shredding. So multi-purpose. It's brilliant. Absolutely love it. How are you going there, Carolyn? Are you done? Still going?
Not quite, another minute and 55.
Oh, well, I'm going to finish before you.
But I do agree. I mean, with the host rewards, I mean, I've got a couple of customers who do exactly that. They invite different friends to demonstrations because they absolutely want to get some of those really good gifts. So a perfect way, and it's a bit of fun. We can have we can have a lot of fun.
And who doesn't like freebies, right?
That's exactly right.
Discounted, yeah. I like to get more bang for my buck.
And you learn different techniques. I have one customer who has, I think she's had, maybe we've done 3, at least 2 or 3, and every time we do one, she learns something new, even though she thought she knew everything there was to know about her machine. So that's really good. That you just you're always learning new things. So
absolutely,
and even coming in so we can teach you new tricks.
Yeah, that's it. And like even after 9 years, I still learn new things all the time. We have cooking classes, and guarantee I'll walk away with a new tip from the other consultants. All right, so my dish is ready for the next step, and it is asking me to divide the coconut rice between serving bowls and ladle over the chicken and peanut sauce. Well, I'm not going to do that because, as you know, we are having this tomorrow night. Super Mum already cooked tomorrow night's dinner, winning. So what I'm going to do,
I'm not far from being done here too, Tess.
awesome, is I am going to pop this in my oval thermo server, and it looks a bit sad because it doesn't have veggies, but oh well. And it didn't shred. That's good.
Oh, excellent. That's the problem. That can be an issue if you've got to swap out your chicken, but it's good.
Definitely.
Okay, so we are done here, and you'll see that when I had that on, it was red, which indicates that it's been cooking at high heat and it's actually quite warm. So it's not hot to touch the handle or the sides. Obviously, the bowl itself is a little bit warm. But I have, and I'm not going to tip it because I'll tip it directly into my screen. But I'm just going to pour that into, sadly, I could not find my nice glass jug. So I'm using my gravy boat, but hey, it's a jug, it will work. I'm going to pour this. This sauce smells divine. So
that's exactly right, Sue. My veggies will be fresh tomorrow when I buy them and when I cook them.
Okay, so we have a beautiful jar here of salted caramel sauce, and
my mouth is salivating because I know how good this is.
It smells good, Tess. It smells good. I'm just going to grab out my ice cream. And just going to try and get this. So I'm really compromising because I am using a martini glass to serve it into.
Why not?
Why not?
You could even drizzle some Baileys over that, or Frangelico, or
I
limited.
I do actually have either of those in the house. So
you are limited only by your imagination.
Could be a deadly evening, but we'll leave it with 2 scoops. I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of the sauce over, and there is dessert.
I feel I need to
pop to Taylor's Hill and have some ice cream to eat.
Look at that, everyone. I had to make you bigger.
As I said.
All right, now have a taste.
Well, yes, no, I do have a spoon here. That would be.
Well, you've got some friends wanting to pop over.
I do have. I'm sure I will have lots of friends happy.
Deb's on her way.
Excellent. Well, Deb's coming over for birthday ice cream because it's Deb's birthday.
And
so happy birthday, Deb.
Shelwyn's coming over too. Look out.
Oh, yum. That is divine. And you can taste with that ice cream, you can just taste how pure it is, because all it is bananas. So yeah,
absolutely,
really yummy. So there goes. There's my dinner.
Who says you can't have dessert for dinner?
Oh, that's right. It's like you can have cereal for dinner. I'm going to have ice cream for dinner.
Absolutely love it. Now, I just thought it was worth, when you look at your recipes on Cookie Do, it's always a good idea to look at the tips and tricks below the recipe before you start cooking. And with this one, there's some really cracker suggestions. So for a more intense salt flavour in the salted caramel, add an extra 1/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt in step 1. This recipe is perfect for using up brown bananas. Chocolate banana ice cream can be made by adding 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder in step 2, or cacao if you prefer to be a bit healthier. For peanut butter ice cream, you can add 2 tablespoons of smooth peanut butter in step 2. The caramel sauce will keep in an airtight jar in the fridge for 2 to 3 weeks. To make more to use later, double the quantities for the caramel sauce and cook for 7 to 8 minutes in step 1. So some really good hints and tips with the recipes, and the hints and tips that I didn't read through with the main. After a long day at work, when the takeaway menus are calling, give this quick and tasty Thai dish a go. Steamed chicken and veggies are served in a gorgeously creamy peanut sauce accompanied by fragrant coconut rice, the perfect family takeaway. And the beauty of this dish is all your dishes just go in the dishwasher. Don't we love that about our Thermomix? Is that everything can go in the dishwasher. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So sriracha sauce is a Thai hot sauce made from the paste of chilies, vinegar, salt, sugar, and garlic. It is often used as a dipping sauce, but can also be eaten on burgers or eggs. If sriracha sauce is not available, substitute with chili sauce of your choice, which is what I did tonight. So there you go. Who's been inspired to make something new? If you have not made this before, if anyone wants to jump off mute as well, please do so. We've got a quiet bunch tonight, Carolyn.
We do.
They're all a bit,
Hopefully
they're all a bit
in
shy.
there. I'll jump in and say hi.
I'd go banana chocolate chip ice cream.
I reckon so too. Yeah, banana chocolate chip would be great.
Yes. You can
I
even
think-
put biscuits in it and make it like a banana cookies and cream.
Oh, easy. You could do, yeah, really easy. And it's just, yeah, like I said, it's so tasty.
Now, who else is going to jump in?
It's
Hello,
me,
Beck.
Beck. Hi. I was just going
Hi.
to say, when Lozzie went away and she lent me her Thermomix, I made the chicken, the Thai curry, and we had friends over, and it fed 4 adults and 4 children.
Awesome. Yep, that's fantastic. Now, everyone, I'd love you to welcome Beck. She is our latest marvel. She has just joined the team literally days ago. And I noticed too, Beck, that your Thermomix has been dispatched. Woohoo.
Yes, I keep getting updates, and Australia Post are not fast enough.
It was only dispatched today.
I know, but it says maybe Wednesday, and I'm like, no, tomorrow.
No, tomorrow.
I had one dispatched for a customer last week, and she got it delivered before we got the notification that it was dispatched.
They're pretty quick. They're pretty quick.
Yes.
All right. Well, if there's no other comments or questions, we'll call it a night there. However, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about how you could earn the Sparkling Black Thermomix, please stay on and we will do a very informal, quick business information session now. Otherwise, farewell to all of you. If you did register for this class, I will send you a copy of the recording and I will also send you the recipes. Now, Carolyn, can you please tell us what your Thermo page is called? So if you'd like to follow Carolyn's page, it is
Thermi Cooking with Kaz.
Thermi Cooking.
Is my Facebook page.
Fantastic.
Let me just confirm that. I'm sure I did have to stop and think about it earlier. Yes, Carolyn Sewell is Thermi Cooking with Kaz. So it's Carolyn, Carolyn. And then my surname is S for Sam, EWELL.
Fantastic. Thank you. And if you don't know my page, it's just Thermo Tess. Very uninspiring and original. But anyway, Thermo Tess, it's all one word. And on Instagram, it's Thermo Tess 29. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Carolyn, for supporting me and helping me out.
No problem.
And hopefully some of you will stay on for the business information session. Good night, all.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.